morning, everyone. Liam Catterson here. We're on episode 3 of season 3 from My Hero Academia with Kota. So we're probably going to find out a bit more about Kota, and it's going to be very, very interesting to delve into an episode surrounding him, I guess. Considering the last episode, not only were we introduced to Kota, but we found out a good deal about why he's not really a fan of heroes, and that's all down to the tragedy of his parents, which is still it's still pretty heartbreaking to think about. Like, he's 5? I guess he's the same age as Izuku when when we first saw him, and he was told that he didn't have a quirk. He seems to be about that size, but it's still heartbreaking to be a kid and to grow up knowing that your parents were pros and they died, and that manifested that hatred for him. So yeah, it's heartbreaking, but I'm positive he might come around eventually. Who knows? Of course, I'm not expecting him to just be for pros in a snap, or for those with quirks, I guess, aspiring to be pros like Izuku. But it might take some time. Maybe something happens to him and someone saves his life and all of that, and it's quite, I wouldn't say quite the reversal, but it has this thought inside Kota's head that if it weren't for you, I would have been dead and all of that. So we'll just have to wait and see, but I do have a feeling something's going to change his opinion, but at the same time, like I said in the last episode, you can't blame him for being a bit uneasy with those who are wanting to be heroes, or those who are heroes, because sometimes death can do that, or something heartbreaking. It can manifest a hatred towards something like a category, I guess, like heroes and all of that, and it has done for Kota. So yeah, I feel so bad for him. But yeah, summer camp continues. Yeah. It was really, really great. It was a real blast seeing everyone work as a team to defeat those creatures in the forest, and it was just a real blast in the last episode. I'm looking forward to seeing where things do go. But yeah, why not? I don't have anything else to say about because usually I go in depth to make sure that I can fit in as much reaction as possible, but I don't really have anything else to say at this point, so why not get into My Hero Academia episode number 3 of season 3. I was gonna forget about what episode we were on there. The full reaction's on Patreon. Looking forward to this. Let's go.
Currents through a high-capacity battery. He's learning to handle larger amounts of electricity.
I'm interested in Ide's quirk. Like, is he gonna go so fast it's gonna tire him out?
To help him build up his range. It's also good for helping him to become less shy.
Aww.
Yuga Aoyama.
Oh no.
Building up his body by blasting naval laser. This increases the attack's range and lets him use it even with tummy issues.
No, Yuga, let's. Oh god.
Is Rikido Sato. He's lifting weights while at the same time scarfing down the sugar that allows him to.
Oh, I want to be Seisho now. That would be amazing.
Her creation quirk and shorten the amount of time needed for her to use it.
No, I want to be Momo now.
Amplify. Damn it!
I'm Ragdoll and my quirk is search. I can look at up to 100 people and know everything about them, like their location and weakness.
Pretty evasive.
Invasive, should say. Training ground for every student. And my quirk is called telepath. I can give advice to multiple people at once.
The name's Tiger, and I'm here to beat you guys to a pulp.
Oh boy.
I have questions about him.
Damn it! All you kids with
Destroy Smash!
Go on! Whoa!
If you don't push yourself,
Don't meddle with this guy.
muscle fibers, and then you won't get stronger.
Right, sir.
I can't
True.
hear you.
Right, sir. He's scary.
Yeah, he's scary.
Want to be plus ultra, don't you? Then show me what that means.
You are the bane of my
More
nightmares.
intense than I expected. A disaster is providing for their physical needs as well as spiritual. Ah, this is a great opportunity. Let's make the most delicious curry in the world, everyone. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Ida.
It's like someone with some common sense. Like, everyone's just done.
Get some fire over here, too?
Baku.
Wow, thank you so much! Baby bird!
Bakugo's just not having any of it. Oh, I love that smile from Todoroki. It's beautiful.
If I got this at a restaurant, I'd send this crap back. But after today, I'll eat it.
Oh. Oh, I thought that was someone's stomach.
I heard that. You must be hungry.
Oh, it is his stomach.
I brought you some curry.
No way!
I was thinking, is that someone's stomach?
Sorry, I followed your footsteps. I thought you might want some dinner before it gets cold.
Whatever.
It's not just heroes. Kota hates quirks. And this entire
general.
superhuman society.
We're done here. Go back to camp with the other losers!
Hey, my friend, this guy I know really well, he didn't inherit any abilities from his parents.
Oh, here we
It's a
go.
hereditary
Nice.
thing, and use telekinesis, and to breathe fire.
Oh, he's talking about
It's
himself.
no good.
Oh, this is...
There are lots of different ways to
No,
think about how quirks
no.
work, so we might not be on the same page. But I think that if you reject them completely, it's just going to make life harder in so many ways.
Will you just leave me alone
Maybe.
already? Go away!
I'm sorry.
He's
I
just
guess
trying
I have
his
a habit
best
of
to...
rambling sometimes. Here, I'll leave the curry.
Oh, he's just trying. Bless him.
Here. You should be worried that they work, not that they look pretty.
Hey, Darth Vader!
Saying it could
What
be a
the
little more
hell?
stylish. Is that too much to ask?
Hi, darlings. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Anakin's ready to sue right now. Jesus.
That makes 7 of us. I don't care. Just let me loose. I'm too pumped up to stand by.
This is not
Shut
good.
your mouth, you crazy bastard. We believe All Might is one of the League's targets, so we can't have him here.
Yeah.
For your own safety. For better or for worse, that's what he gets for standing out so much.
Seems like it's mostly for worse these days.
Yeah.
Hard. How's that for a reward? It just sounds like more
Oh, boy.
training.
And training in the dark, no less.
Revelry in the dark.
How much can we do where I came from?
Hey,
Literally.
you're not
Uh-oh.
plus ultra yet.
Right!
Dude, you're gonna
Whoa,
give me
Papa's like,
nightmares.
Good with that knife. It's weird.
What do you mean it's weird? How can you people be so damn bad at everything?
Look at that. He's not blowing stuff up.
I'm too tired for this.
To have a complete stranger try to change your mindset sounds like a pretty irritating conversation. What matters are actions. You have to show him what you're trying to prove, right? If you're going to rely on words alone, then they'd better be incredibly powerful. What you say doesn't matter near as much as what you actually do.
So when
Actions,
I
I
saw
guess,
this
speak
timid,
louder than
quirkless
words.
boy try to save a life, it
Beautiful
inspired me to act too.
Advice
Young
from
man.
Todoroki.
You too can become a hero.
Sounds to me like you shouldn't be sticking your nose in a delicate situation.
It is a
Tend to cut
delicate
to the heart of
situation.
people's feelings. It can be annoying.
Ooh.
Sorry about that.
I love that reflection to the US Sports
we'll never
Festival.
make the best do if you stop now.
That was
We fill
beautiful.
our bellies
A
with
beautiful
cool
scene from
dishes.
Todoroki.
Each
Nice.
time, names on them at the far end of the routes. Your goal is to collect those.
Revelry
Oh,
in
well.
the dark.
Why does he keep saying that? Now, those
He's
who are
just-
scarers aren't allowed to make
he's just
physical
being like
contact.
this,
Use your
basically.
quirks to terrify the others. Got it?
The winners are the creative students who make the most people piss their pants.
Did we need that visual?
They're encouraging us to stoke our imaginations as we compete with each other.
This
all
guy's
while showing
weird
us more
and he's
uses for our quirks in the
nightmarish.
process.
Nice going, Kota. You managed to scare everybody so far, you big creeper.
Yeah, you're the star of the night.
I can't get over how funny Bakugo and Todoroki were.
Oh God.
They were tough. See that?
Black smoke.
Has something been set ablaze? Maybe a fire on the mountain?
No, it's the it's. Oh my goodness,
It begins.
dude! Your eyes are really, really great, but
Break them down.
like,
Those who believe they deserve
Hell no.
the title hero.
So why the heck are there villains attacking this place?
whoa, you guys, come on!
This is bad.
Yeah, I don't even think night. Uh-oh.
Where's Kota?
Oh no. Don't harm you. Hey, don't. If you harm Kota, I will sue. Damn. We're not playing around with the villains already. So yeah, I'm excited to. It seems like we're really getting the ball rolling. With the League of Villains attacking Izuku and Co. It seems like Dabi is unofficially, I guess, the leader of this group. He seems to be by instructing everyone and calming people about. I think the equipment was that Tamura authorized was their new gear and all of that, especially to protect against that cloud, that smoke that affected some of the students and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, he seems to be like the the leader of this section, especially when he was talking about when he was talking about how the League were a bit foolish to send in a big number of, well, I guess small time villains and all of that, and it's that like the numbers aren't really everything. It's not the size that counts, it's how you use it, people, and that's basically it. Like we are under the assumption that Dabi and Co are more deadlier than the small time villains presented, so they seem to have that advantage. Like, they might be smaller in numbers, but they'll pack a bigger punch than the petty villains in the USJ. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how the villain side of the story does pan out for these episodes. But it's always at training. Like, can they not have training in peace? Leave them alone. You better leave Kota alone now. Like, we'll be having words. I do feel so bad for Kota, though. I loved that scene where he was explaining to Deku that there's that overprivilegedness of the heroes and villains. It's not just heroes he hates, it's villains. It's anyone with a quirk, to be fair, it seems. Because people, and I think it's the main reason, which does stem from his parents being caught up in that. It's that people keep using their quirks. They exploit them so much to the point where they are willing to kill one another for it, and he despises that. Gotta say, I love Deku retelling his story in a different perspective, saying, yeah, I have this friend, it's that trope that it's me, but it's not me. They don't know that. So yeah, I really, really liked that. And Deku tried, but as Todoroki says, I think it wasn't ideal, and he needs actions to justify why he might need to give quirks another. And it seems like Kota's in luck, because villains are now attacking, so he might get that opportunity, and one's approaching Kota, so yeah. So he might get that opportunity. I gotta say, I did love that Todoroki scene, though, when he was explaining to Deku because Deku needed All Might here. Well, I don't think he needed him, but he wanted him here because he wanted All Might to hopefully give some ounce of hope in not Dabi. No, he needs to knock Dabi out. That's the certain thing there. No, to Kota. He needs to have some symbol of hope to Kota, considering how influential All Might is. But I don't even think that would work. I don't think his words would even work. And I think Todoroki's got a point that sometimes actions do speak louder than words. And that seems to be like that's going to be the case in the next few episodes, potentially. We'll just have to wait and see how long this attack lasts. I don't think it's going to be one episode. I think there will be a few episodes. So yeah, I'm wondering if they're doing things a bit different, like, because I did say, I think the training's going to be the first arc, the second arc's going to be, the League of Villains and all of that, like Dabi, Toga, and co. There's even one person who's wearing a Darth Vader helmet. Like, it's the same style, literally. I know this show does have its way of Star Wars references, but, like, come on. But yeah, it seems like we're going to be merging what I theorized would be the first 2 arcs of season 3. It seems like we're going to be merging them 2 in one arc. So, I mean, obviously, All For One is definitely going to be an arc this season, considering how heavily he was promoted last season. It would be a waste of time if you're going to promote him. Like, maybe I'd understand from the manga side, but like, I would not develop a bit of backstory for All For One and how much of a burden he is to All Might's conscience. I would not develop him in season 2 if we were not going to use him in season 3. So we have that expectancy that he's going to be a big part of season 3. Maybe he's going to take up 2 slots of the arcs, because season 1 and season 2 had 3 arcs throughout the season. So maybe he's going to take, considering how big of a villain he is, maybe several episodes don't do him justice. Maybe Double It might do, so who knows?Maybe he'll transcend into season 4. There's so many questions because he's such a big influential character, and he seems to he creates a bit of quake in All Might's boots, should I say. So yeah, it was a great episode though. It was mainly about pushing the students to maximize their strength, and I love the aspect that the more times you basically get it's building. It's like it's building. The more times you kind of break yourself, I guess. I like that aspect so much with the quirks, and we saw everyone go beyond plus ultra. We saw everyone just do their best to try and improve. I think Bakugo would have been the most determined. I can't believe he got scared out of all the people. Bakugo. I don't know. It's just so surreal. I want to see that reaction after. Like, he's going to be venting so much. But yeah, I like the aspect that they were pushing themselves so much to the point they were going to break themselves in order to improve on their quirks and all of that. Probably not the degree of Deku, but enough. It's that no pain, no gain quote, isn't it? So, yeah, it's basically it's basically that, and I really, really love how we know what everyone in class 1A's, should I say, quirk is. But I just love that narration, like, glossing over how they are willing to improve themselves as well. So, because everyone was trying different techniques. You got different quirks, you got different techniques in trying to improve on that. And I really, really loved how, it went over, oh, so this person's doing this doing that. Not just that, though, but we got the full version of the Wild Wild Pussycats. And Tiger, I think it is? Yeah, he's the one that's worrying me so much. Because, I don't know, he just has this really, really intimidating approach for some reason. Not just the fact that we got to gloss over about Class 1A and how they are willing to improve their quirks, but we also got the how the Wild Wild Pussycats are the perfect, I guess, example to improve these students, because their quirks were fully explained, and how they connect as well to benefit this. Like, it's not just, oh, these quirks are impressive. In unison, they create a great training regime, this group combined. Because we had Ragdoll, who, like, knew their location and their weaknesses, so she could exploit that. Pixie Bob, I think it is. I think we, with her quirk, I think we got to, I'm not so sure, but I think we got an idea of what her quirk was in episode 2, where she can manipulate surroundings. So yeah. Mandalay, I think it is. Yeah, because the English GCSE, I always loved that. There was a story called Mandalay, and a story we created based on this chapter of Mandalay. I can't remember what the book was called, but that's always a great memory. But yeah, I digress. Yeah, she can give advice, so areas of improvement, all of that, and then Tiger, the intimidating one, he's basically gonna break everyone. So all of them together creates a really great regime for the students to basically test themselves at. Like, they all of them together really bodes well for the students. So I really like that. And Aizawa didn't just pick them because, yeah, they will freak you. Well, they will weird you out. I wouldn't say freak you out. I'd say weird you out, especially, like, Tiger's gonna be the bane of my nightmares for some reason. But yeah, I really like that episode. I'm really scared for everyone. I think I'm more scared for Kota, because we kind of have an idea about the student. I mean, it can still be pretty devastating for the students. We don't know how big of a we don't know how big of a difference Kota, Toga, like everyone else, and they are waiting for a few. Didn't I hear right? They are not complete as well. So yikes. Yeah, we don't know. They are obviously more powerful than the small-time villains of the USJ, but how much is the question. So because I mean, the students have grown a bit since the USJ, but there was a bit of there could be a bit of difficulty. There was a bit of compromise, especially with Denki. Momo was in that predicament as well. Yeah, there was a few areas where people were a bit trapped on what to do and all of that. And yeah, that could maybe hinder them a bit more, considering these characters are a bit more well, I say a bit, a lot more improved, I expect. Considering Daddy was not really impressed with the League of Villains at the USJ because they had small-time villains. Now we are going to be the true test. So these guys might be able to put a bit of a dent in... this is the true test, you see. No, but they are going to put a bit of a dent in the students, but it's Kota that I'm worried for, because he's just a kid. He's just a bloody kid, but it's going to open up to Todoroki's advice he gave Deku not just to interfere. And I like that callback to when Deku influenced Todoroki to use his quirk, but to just not get involved as well, because that can be a bit, yeah. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. That was a great episode. I'm really interested to see what the next episode has on offer, so excitement in the air. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!